Today we're going to be making some fermented plant juice, some natural inputs for the garden. Trying a method of Korean natural farming, which was designed by Master Cho, where you take all of your natural things around you to make your plant food. I made some fish amino acids. It's been sitting since February. It's just fish and brown sugar. It's a great source of nitrogen. I made some water-soluble phosphorus with charred bones, and then you ferment them in vinegar for about 5 to 10 days. These are just some of the natural things that I'm trying to do for the garden to keep it as close to the earth as possible. So today we're doing a fermented plant juice where I take a lot of green leafy material, mix it equal parts brown sugar and plant material. Doesn't matter your plant material, you just want leafy green stuff. So I'll get rid of most of these flower stems, but dandelion greens are great. I could use rhubarb greens, but I would have to harvest the rhubarb first. So today I'm going to use the majority of these hemp plants that I've been growing to make my my fermented plant juice to go back into the soil. So normally you'd have a nice kitchen scale to weigh everything up with. I don't have one, which is also okay, because this is more of an art than a science. Cooking rather than baking. So I'm just stripping off all of the green. So now we're going to add the brown sugar. And like I said, equal parts, right? So it is ideally you'd like to have a scale, but essentially you want all of your plant material covered up real nice with brown sugar, and mix it all up. And as you're mixing this, the sugar starts to work right away on breaking down the plant. Things start to get softer and wetter as you're mixing, and that's wonderful. Now we're just going to put this right into our jar, our fermentation jar. And you see I use a lot of brown sugar, but you know your plant is only going to pick up what it needs. And then what we'll do is I'll cap it off with a nice brown sugar cap on top. So it is Korean natural farming that Master Cho designed. There's a gentleman by the name of Chris Trump who is out of Hawaii, who has sort of taken the Korean natural farming methods learned from Master Cho and translated them into things that we can use in America. We might not have the same brown sugar type as they do in Korea, so they're saying we can use just straight brown sugar. Then what I'll do is I'll put a paper towel, rubber band over this, and let it sit for 5 to 10 days. You can already see they're starting to get some liquid at the bottom. And then what you'll end up with, this is something I've been working on. It's been fermenting the last few days. Also fermented plant juice. It's the same idea, just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to strain this off. You end up with this beautiful brown product, and you add this into your water or your compost teas, which we can do over here at it's like 1 to 1,000. Nice. This has been going for 3 days now, and this has the fish amino acids, the water-soluble phosphorus, some lactic acid bacteria, cups of compost from my compost bin, lots of molasses, and now I'll be adding some of of our fermented plant juice. Right on. When stirring your inputs, for some reason Master Cho suggests you stir clockwise, so I will pass that on. This compost tea is ready for me to fill up my watering cans and water my plants. I'll feed them the nutrients 2 days in a row, so it'd be nutrient, then water, nutrient, water, all throughout the growing season. And you put all the inputs in here that it'll need. Like right now, a lot of the plants won't need the phosphorus as much, but you put everything in and the plant takes what it needs. Thanks, y'all.